Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alita Pratinggal Maiza. I'm from TBI-C class. My attendance number is 204200075. Here I will explain a little about the direct method. The direct method is a radical change from grammar translation method by the use of the target language as a means of interaction and communication in the language classroom, and by the avoidance of the use of the first language and of translation as a technique. This principle of direct method as follows. Number 1. Classroom was conducted exclusive in the target language. And number 2. Only everyday vocabulary and sentence were taught. And number 3. Oral communication skill has split in a carefully graded progression organized around question and answer exchange between teacher and student in the small intensive class. And number 4, grammar was taught inductive. And number 5, new teaching points were introduced orally. And number 6, concrete vocabulary was taught through demonstration, object, and picture, whereas abstract vocabulary was taught by association of idea. And number 7, both speech and listening comprehension were taught. And number 8, concrete pronunciation and grammar was emphasized. And the main purpose of the direct method is a mastery of right language orally, so learn able to communicate in this language. The direct method is a first attempt to experience the language directly in the language learning. These principles are seen in the following guidelines for teaching oral language, which are conclude as follows. Number 1, never translate. Number 2, never explain. Number 3, never make a speech. And number 4, never emit mistake. And number 5, never speak with single words. And number 6, never speak too much. And number 7, never use the book. And number 8, never jump around. And number 9, never go too fast. And number 10, never speak too slowly. And number 11, never speak too quickly. And number 11, never speak too loudly. And number 13, never be impatient. And describe how to apply direct method in teaching us. Number 1, the teacher show a set of pictures that often portray life in the country of the target language. And number 2, the teacher describe of picture in the target language. And number 3, the teacher asks questions in the target language about the picture. And number 4, students answer the question as best they may using the target language. Pronunciation is correct, but grammatical structure is not. And number 5, students may also read a passage in the target language. And number 6, the teacher asks questions in the target language about the reading. And number 7, students answer questions as best they can using the target language. And the direct method is teaching at language course. For example, number 1, students always give attention. And number 2, students know much of word. And number 3, students can have pronunciation like native speaker. And number 4, learn often try on the conversation, especially topic which have teaching in the classroom. Number 5, this method has principles which can be used by private school which have few lessons and students. Okay, I think enough from me. The last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.